Let me ask you something, and I want you to be brutally honest with yourself. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, why does this always happen to me? I've tried everything. Nothing works. It's just not fair. Maybe you didn't say it out loud. Maybe you kept smiling on the outside, but deep down, you felt stuck, tired, invisible, powerless. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know something. You are not weak, you are not broken, and you are definitely not alone. What you've been feeling, that's what I call the victim mindset. And listen, this isn't an attack, this isn't blame, it's a wake-up call. Because the victim mindset doesn't scream, it whispers, it tells you, you can't. It's too late. It's not your fault, so why try? But here's the truth. The longer you live in that mindset, the more power you give away. And you were not meant to live powerless. You were meant to lead, to rise, to take back control. So this video isn't about making you feel bad for where you've been. It's about showing you the way out and the way up. Because you don't have to keep thinking like a victim. You can start acting like a leader, and everything can change from that moment on. Let's begin. Part 1. The silent trap of the victim mindset. The victim mindset isn't always loud. It's not always a breakdown or a dramatic cry for help. It's quieter, slower, it sneaks in unnoticed. And before you know it, it becomes your normal. It sounds like, why does this always happen to me? What's the point in trying? They're just lucky. I'm not like them. It feels like constantly spinning your wheels in the mud, working hard but never moving forward. Here's what makes the victim mindset so dangerous. It gives comfort, but steals your power. It gives you a reason not to act, not to change, not to face discomfort. But it costs you progress, purpose, and potential. It tricks you into believing that your circumstances are your identity. But your pain is not who you are. Your setbacks do not define you. And your past is not a prophecy. Here's the truth. The longer you live in blame, the longer you stay in chains. You can't grow if you keep pointing outward. Growth begins the moment you point inward and take responsibility for how you move forward. Part 2. Radical ownership. Let's get brutally honest. Nothing changes until you own it. Ownership is the moment you stop asking, who did this to me? And start asking, what can I do about it? And no, this isn't about taking the blame for everything that's ever happened to you. It's about taking responsibility for what you do next. Life will throw punches. People will disappoint you. Plans will fail. That's not a reflection of your worth. That's a reflection of reality. But what separates leaders from victims is this. Leaders use their pain as fuel. Victims use it as proof. A leader says, this job is toxic. I'm getting out and building skills to level up. I've been hurt, but I'm not letting that pain become my prison. I've been stuck. But now I'm building momentum. Radical ownership means looking in the mirror and saying, I am the author now, and I'm rewriting the next chapter. It's terrifying, it's empowering, and it's the only way forward. If this is resonating with you, if something in you is waking up right now, do me a favor. Hit that like button so more people can hear this. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We're building something powerful here, and I'd love to have you with us. Part 3. Rewrite the story. We all carry stories. I've always been the quiet one. I'm not good at finishing things. No one ever really sees me. These aren't facts, they're scripts, and most of them were written in moments of pain, fear, or failure. But here's the power you forgot you had. You can rewrite the script. Just because you were labeled something doesn't mean you have to keep wearing that label. Your identity is not fixed, it's fluid, and it's shaped by the actions you take, not the opinions of others. Let me ask you, what story are you tired of telling yourself? Maybe it's the story that says you're too broken to change, too old to begin, too damaged to be loved, too far gone to dream again. Rip that page out, because a leader chooses their identity. A leader wakes up and says, I'm not who I was. I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. I'm not stuck. I'm evolving. My past is a reference, not a residence. You want to act like a leader? Start by talking like one. To yourself. Because the most powerful voice you'll ever hear is your own. Part 4. Take bold action. Here's the truth most people avoid. You won't feel ready. Ever. And that's exactly why most people stay in victim mode. They wait. They wait for the fear to go away. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for someone to say, "Now it's your turn." But leaders? They move anyway. You don't become confident and then take action. You take action, and that's how you become confident. Bold action isn't about being fearless. It's about being brave despite the fear. Even the smallest moves compound. That workout you don't feel like doing? You just told your brain, "I show up for myself." That uncomfortable conversation you've been avoiding. You just reclaimed your voice. That first step toward a dream you keep pushing off. You just planted a seed. Action is how you destroy the lie that says, "I can't." Every time you act, you build evidence that you can. So if you feel stuck, ask yourself, what's the one uncomfortable action I've been avoiding? That's your doorway. Walk through it. I want to know. What's your next bold move? Drop it in the comments. It doesn't have to be huge. Just one action you're going to take this week to lead your life, not just survive it. Let's hold each other accountable. Part 5. Ask better questions. Here's a subtle shift that can change everything. Stop asking disempowering questions. Victims ask, "Why does this always happen to me? Why can't I catch a break? What's wrong with me?" But leaders, they ask, "What can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? What's the next small move I can make today?" Your brain is like Google. It will find the answer to whatever you ask. Ask the wrong questions, get the wrong life. Ask the right questions, you open the door to growth, resilience, and breakthrough. Here's a challenge. For the next 7 days, every time you catch yourself asking a negative question, flip it. Turn every complaint into a curiosity. Turn every "why me" into "what now?" That's how leaders think. Part 6. Step into the arena. The truth is, there will never be a perfect time to start leading your life. The people who wait for the storm to pass never build the strength to sail through it. And right now, you have a choice. You can keep sitting in the stands of your life, watching, wishing, waiting, or you can step into the arena, where it's messy, where it's hard, but where transformation happens. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to show up. Imperfect, afraid, uncertain, but committed, because every leader, every real one, started in the dark. What made them different wasn't brilliance, it was boldness. So take the leap. Speak up. Show up. Step forward. You were not born to be small. You were born to build. You were born to lead. The final message. You are not powerless. Look, I don't know exactly what you've been through. I don't know the pain you've carried, the moments that broke your spirit, or the days you wanted to quit. But I do know this. You are not powerless, and you've never been. Maybe no one ever told you that. Maybe life taught you to shrink yourself, to play small, to protect your heart instead of pursue your dream. And maybe, somewhere along the way, you started believing that your voice didn't matter, that your story was over, that this is just the way it's always going to be. But it's not. Because somewhere inside you, maybe buried beneath years of silence, fear, or survival, is a fire that refuses to go out. And if you've made it this far in this video, if you're still here, still listening, still searching, that means the fire is still alive. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to feel strong every day. You just need to remember one truth. You still have a choice to lead your life, a choice to rise, a choice to stop handing your power to the past and start stepping into the future you deserve. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are becoming. So be gentle with yourself. Honor how far you've come. And then, take the next step forward, because the story isn't over, not even close. And now, you're the one holding the pen. Let this be the moment everything changes, not with perfection, not with certainty, but with one quiet, courageous decision. I choose to lead.